just going to make sure I'm recording these next few seconds just in case we somehow end up winning the title. I don't think it's going to happen. It's not. We have beaten Cardiff though, and it's looking very, very good indeed. Oh dear, I mean, I'm going to have a heart attack at some point. Hello everyone, welcome back to more Careering Onwards with me, Mr. Grand 2. It's Liverpool. It's the final 2 games of the Premier League season, and barring something absolutely calamitous, we will at least be Premier League champions today. Whether we win the Champions League and FA Cup is a different story, but here's the Premier League table. We are now 6 points clear of Manchester United with no more games in hand. We are pretty much there because of our goal difference. 9 goals clear of them, but quite simply, if we get a point against Fulham in the penultimate game of the season, we will be champions even before we play Manchester United on the final day of the season. It's definitely looking very good indeed. How have we done it? Well, you saw we beat Cardiff 2-1. I played a rotated side in both these matches, a 3-1 win against Southampton first of all, and then a 2-1 win against Cardiff. Mick Hogan scoring a penalty to give us the win, which that was a heart-in-mouth moment that he was taking it rather than any of our attacking players, but it did everything we needed it to do. And it does mean that everyone is looking relatively more fit for the final 4 games of the season. Fulham, Man United, then next time the FA Cup final again, this time against Crystal Palace, and the Champions League final against Real Madrid again, out for revenge after we annihilated them 4-0 last time out at the Bernabeu. That's going to be special. Tune in for that next time, but hopefully we will be there with hopefully that will be the third part of a potential treble. Let's get the first part done today. That's the one that's looking most secure, the Premier League title. It is well within our grasp. Now I think Man United are playing their next game. I think they're playing it tomorrow. They might be playing it in midweek actually. I think everyone might be playing in midweek, I'm not sure, but yeah, that could help us. That could basically give it to us early on if they end up losing it. But I reckon it's going to be Fulham. And I'm going to rest everybody anyway. But yeah, it will probably come down to the Fulham game. If my heart can take it, well, they're playing Leeds, right? So this could be it. They could hand us the title if they fail to win. They haven't failed to win. They've won 4-1. So it will go to the next game. It will go to the Fulham game, but just a point is all we need in that one, and we will be champions. And if the worst comes to the worst, that's cut their goal difference down. It's 6 goals now, so it's doable. It is doable, but we are looking pretty good. Let's just beat Fulham. Can we just do that? That would be nice. Let's just beat Fulham, and then we don't have to worry. No stress, no worry whatsoever, apart from the other things, the 3 other things that would be on the line. But let's just beat Fulham. You'll be pleased to know, because of our rotation, no more injuries, just Richard of course, and Ulrich will miss the rest of the season. Mohamed Salah is just about close to coming back, which is good. I say he can't run, his stamina's not good, his pace is still 11, he's alright, but I don't really want to be starting him if we can avoid it. But this is it. I mean, it's a team meeting. I'm not doing it. We held a team meeting before the League Cup final, and we lost that. Since then, I've not done any team meetings, and I've also answered no comment to pretty much every single question that I've faced in press conferences. I shouldn't even do them, but I don't want my assistant to muck things up. So yeah, right. Not saying anything. We're not saying anything. We are just ignoring what is about to happen, and we are just going to go out there and do it. Here's the team to face Fulham, as full strength really as it can be. Dewhurst in goal, Rafinha, Fauci, Lefebvre and Alexander-Arnold the defence, De Jong, Salvador and Paqueta the midfield, Vujovic on the right, Vignato on the left, Colin Nicholson up front against his former club. It's written in the stars. Now obviously not quite as dramatic as and important as last season when we were winning Liverpool's first Premier League title, but you know, you wait so long for one title, you want two to come along at once, and why not now? Why not now? Interesting formation from Fulham. Interesting formation. They've got some decent players. Arnaldo was in my Olympic squad with Brazil. They've got Mamadou Dembele, not Musa. They do like an M. Dembele up front. Thiago Maia, Jonathan Panzo, still decent players. It's not a bad side. It's not a bad side. It's interestingly, Scott Parker was in charge of Fulham since the start of the save, but he got sacked a few weeks ago. So that's a bit sad, really. But I'll feel better about it if we beat them today. If we crush them, they're playing out from the back. Vignato reads the play, gives it to Paqueta. He's been tackled, but he's got it straight back. No funny business, no mucking around. Get this done, like we did against Bournemouth. Marko Vujovic has heard what I'm saying. He has picked up his form for his poor performances earlier on in the season. He smashes that one home. Brilliant work from Paqueta. He made that goal by getting the ball back, keeping the ball, getting it back again, and Vujovic absolutely levers that one in. We've got the lead in front of the Anfield faithful. It's not quite the same as maybe winning against Man United, but to be honest, I just want to get it won. Just get it ticked off. Rafinha on the left, lays it off to Vignato. Vujovic just wide. Not over yet though, but we are looking pretty good. Vignato, of course, is not ideally suited to there because he's right-footed. He's got a penalty though, which will be taken by, I'm assuming it's Paqueta. Yeah, he's back, and he's missed it. He scored his last one, but he's not Mohamed Salah. Hopefully that doesn't cost us half an hour gone. I'm so on edge. I'm more on edge than I should be because the goal difference does mean it's pretty much done unless we lose this and United beat us 7-0. Let's just not lose this. Hunter on the left, robbed by Vujovic. He's looking rampant today. Gives it to Paqueta. Can he make up for his error earlier? Lays it off to Vignato, who is working very hard on the unfamiliar left-hand side. Trent Alexander-Arnold muscles in to give us a second goal and hopefully wrap this title up. Good work again from Vignato. He's such a reliable player. Trent steals in for his 4th of the season. I can feel it. It's looking good. A packed house here at Anfield, and they are loving what they are seeing. 2 Premier League titles in a row, maybe. It's very close. It's very close. Could be a third before half time. Trent working hard on the right hand side. Vujovic all action. De Jong to Paqueta. Rafinha on the left flings it in. Vujovic, it's brilliant save from Freddie Woodman in the Fulham goal. And at half time it is 2-0. They have done nothing. Not a single shot from them of any kind to speak of. Trent with a free kick in. Foucher rises highest to head home. It's another voucher from Pierre Foucher, and we're there, aren't we? Unless it's going to be a horrendous collapse, we are going to be Premier League champions once again. We've had to work for this one. We have had to work for it, despite that aspect, which we're not going to mention. We're not going to mention anytime soon. Paqueta pressing forwards. It's a terrible effort from him. He needs to come off. He's having a shocker. Corner swung in. Colin Nicholson, we've not seen anything from him. He does like scoring against Fulham. He does do it quite often. Not so far today, but they're doing the Olays at this point, really. Half an hour to go. I think I'm probably going to drop the tempo down as well. Let's not risk anything. Let's think about the finals we've got coming up. Vujovic finds the ball across, and there's Colin. There he is. You can't put him down for long. 22 goals this season. Not as good as Paulo Felicio, but he's rather good, is Colin. He's rather good. I remember his first season, wasn't convinced, but this year he's been a different animal, really. Very good from the Scotsman, and yeah, this is over. And we play the ball across. Vignato's there, deserves a goal, doesn't quite get one. Corner comes in from Salah. Vignato again, he deserves a goal. He's not going to get one on the looks of things. But what he is going to get is another Premier League winners' medal. Fully deserved. I hope, and this is going to sound harsh, I hope Arnavs and the other guy, whose name I don't even know, I hope they don't get one. Well, the rest of them get the one. Everyone else gets one. Can we... I've mucked it up. We can't see these title celebrations. We saw them last year. We know what they're like. We know what they are like. And that is a way to do it. Liverpool 4, Fulham 0. 17 shots on target, none for them, no shots at all of any kind, total domination, and yeah, you've won the league again. Well done, and thank you very much. Oh, right, that is a relief. That is a relief. Winning the league with one game to spare. It does not go down to the final day against the only team that could stop us, Manchester United. We've apparently failed to win the Premier League. The board are delighted that you've achieved one of the objectives laid out in the club vision, even though we've apparently failed it. I mean, I'm not sure how that works. We have entered the England Hall of Fame as well with that one. But there we are, in the 9th place. This may well be the last season of the save in England. I don't know. We could come back, but I definitely would like to go abroad on some sort of foreign adventure around Europe, a European tour. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see where the road takes us. But I think it would be harsh to take charge of another English team. Certainly straight away. We're not moving to another English team straight away. We're definitely, if we leave Liverpool this summer, which is the plan, then we will be going abroad. But yeah, I'm not ruling out ever coming back to the Premier League. But yeah, it would certainly be harsh to take charge of anyone other than Liverpool, given how well we have done here with them. It's been a good time, really. It's been a good time. But it's not over yet. We've got 3 games left with them. I'm going to say at least, because we can't rule out still being here next season if there's literally no good jobs, because I don't want to be unemployed at any point if I can avoid it. And also the Club World Cup, which that's an issue. Anyway, right, medals. Who gets a medal? Does Arnavs get a medal? No, he doesn't. And the other guy as well. They've not played 5 games, so they don't get a medal. That's. I don't want to seem mean, but I didn't want them. I didn't need them. They didn't deserve one. These guys, they're the real heroes. They did. They put in the effort. Vujovic, the key man. Once again, he does love big matches. He only loves big matches. He doesn't love the small ones. The board are pleased. I'm pleased. It's a relief. It is done. But it is just part 1 of a 4-part feast of football to end this season and potentially end our spell as Liverpool manager, because we have got up next the second and final game of this episode, Manchester United in the Premier League on the final day of the season. We've got the trophy in our hands and we welcome our fiercest rivals at Anfield. What a way to end the season. Not a title deciding one, so Sky are disappointed, but we can at least beat them, and that would be really good if we can do that. Derby, Crystal Palace and Cardiff all relegated as well, which means if we lose to Crystal Palace in the FA Cup final, then they will be in the Europa League, despite being in the Championship, which would be funny. Cardiff also getting 11 points, so they have avoided the ignominy of breaking Reading's terrible record from last season. And Leicester, if results go their way, could leapfrog Manchester City and qualify for the Champions League. That would be very good if that could happen. Bournemouth also going to hopefully get into the Europa League. That would be cool if they can do that one. Arsenal and Chelsea both having horror shows of seasons.
Now, just a slight detour before I forget. Obviously, we're 10 years in now, so obviously things like this will happen, and this one is more inevitable than most, but it's still sad to see Bolton Wanderers, who, they found themselves in the Vanarama National League after successive relegations and administrations. This season, they have finished 21st in the Vanarama National League and thus have been relegated down to Tier 6, a massive fall from grace for a former established Premier League side. I don't have Tier 6 loaded, so, bye-bye Bolton. And just clicking through as well, Monaco have won League R. They have won it back from PSG. Neil Lennon has not been as much of a success as they were probably hoping. In terms of jobs, he's not been sacked. The only real top jobs that are sort of precarious are Atletico Madrid. Thomas Tuchel has had a terrible time of it by all accounts. He's finished second, so it's not bad, but clearly they wanted to win the league. And Napoli as well. So Lennon's not under threat, but at PSG. Barcelona are on to finish 4th. They're going to finish 4th, maybe 3rd, maybe just 2nd, but probably not. Why is he not getting the sack? I'm very confused. I guess we'll see what happens once it's all done. But plenty still to do. First of all, final day of the Premier League, final game, and it's Liverpool versus Manchester United. What a big way to end things. Obviously, not quite as impactful as we have already wrapped up the league, but it's always an important game. It is always an important game, and for that reason, I see no reason not to go with a full strength side. We obviously have quite a bit of time, a good week before the FA Cup final, and then I think another week before the Champions League final. Same as the game against Fulham, they got the job done there. Let's see what they can do here. There is a temptation to play Alisson and Mohamed Salah, but I mean, I'd like to win, so we're probably not going to do that. But I'm sure Salah will come on at some point, if possible, to make a sort of farewell appearance in front of the Anfield crowd. Alisson, probably not, but he can wave from the bench. Good opponents though, Man United, good opponents, but I expect nothing but a win to keep our good run going. Let's end the league season on a high, beating our local rivals if we can, or at least avoiding defeat. That would be good. Trent with a free kick, playing it in, it's one. Vujovic nearly got it on target. We're still not, the highlight's still not over though. A good early lead would be nice. Voucher keeping it safe. Paqueta turns, lays it off to Trent. He takes a shot on, it's gone to Vujovic. Well, the shot, I think it was a shot, it went to Vujovic rather than to the goal, but Vujovic cleaned up for him and finished things off, and we got an early lead here at Anfield. Good work from Paqueta to keep the ball. Yeah, it was a shot from Trent. Vujovic fully Nugent steals it with a bit more skill than that, and the crowd erupts. Lefebvre keeps hold of the ball. It's a terrible pass though, which Voucher misses, flints in, and he completely blazes it wide. We got away with that one. Shocking pass from Lefebvre. I mean, I think it was his fault rather than Voucher. Voucher wasn't really awake either, but we get away with it. Mason Greenwood again with an opportunity for Manchester United, but they go wide. So warning signs, we mustn't be complacent here. We want to, let's get a few more. Let's just make sure we seal this one. Greenwood is behind again. Dewhurst manages to sort of scare him, and he goes against the post. Corner from Manchester United, played in. Lefebvre clears it. Vujovic sort of half-heartedly knocks it on straight back to them, and they are, well, they're keen for a goal here. I mean, they've got nothing to play for. I don't know why they're so sort of keen. I mean, obviously local domestic rivalry. They don't want to lose. We're all celebrating because we won the league. They want to spoil that. Camavinga heading against the post, and it's fair to say since the goal, it's been all Manchester United, but we've been keeping them at bay just about. Let's just avoid any injuries in the second half, can we? That would be good. Before the two massive cup finals next time, that would be sensible. Manchester United coming forwards again. Grayson looking for Greenwood. Lefebvre clears it, and Salvador now pressing forwards, trying to gain some territory. It's fallen to Colin Nicholson, who's decided to go right the way back to De Jong. Maybe it will work. Vignato on his unfamiliar side, cutting in. Seems to have cost us there. If he'd gone wide, there was space on. He didn't though. Vujovic has gone a bit wider. Lays it off to Trent. We're ball whipped in. It's been cleared down to Paqueta. Rafinha though pressing on. Nicholson's there, and his shot squirms wide. This has come from a corner. Voucher to Rafinha. Vignato, can he find a ball in this time? It goes to Paqueta. We're sort of, well, there we go. Well, as I say, we keep putting things in. Both teams do, and then they just go over or wide. No one's really getting anything on target today. We do finally get another shot on target. Paqueta, good work once again on the left-hand side with Rafinha, who puts the ball in, and Colin, glancing header from him. 23rd of the season, 2-0. It's looking good. Throwing from Trent on the right-hand side, keeping it from Grayson. Vujovic is there. He's managed to not score. It was scuffed off the goal line by Plazzari, and Man United hold on, keep it 2-0. Right, not long to go. 10 minutes left, I think. Well, after this highlight, I was about to bring on Mohamed Salah. We will bring on Mohamed Salah for a farewell few moments. Let's just wait and see what happens with this highlight, though. Bonte tackled brilliantly by De Jong, who has just given it to Serrano. Luckily, he was in an offside position, so it doesn't count. That is one of the worst passes I've ever seen from De Jong. Not his usual high standard. Anyway, Vignato coming off. Mohamed Salah, absolute legend of the save, coming on for the final few moments. Now, we're going to just pause a second here, because there's obviously something that you probably have noticed that I have deliberately not mentioned. I've said, like, sort of, we run the league, there's still one thing to go. With 3 minutes left, I'm relatively hopeful. Otherwise, this will be a classic moment for the ages. But we haven't lost a game all season. We are unbeaten in the league. Obviously, we did lose the League Cup final. We lost a game in the Champions League, but we have not lost in the league. We are about to go invincible against Manchester United. Only, I believe, the third team, Man City might have done it in the meantime, but the third team to go invincible. Of course, Arsenal did it, and then Preston did it a long, long time ago. I think that's right. But yeah, we would be hopefully the third. There's a few minutes left for us to be able to do it. An unexpected achievement, but a great achievement nevertheless. Are we going to make any other subs? Trent's very tired. We'll take him off, and then Vujovic too can come off. We'll put on, just shove Sinchek out there, and hopefully nothing else will happen for the next few minutes. And there we go. It's full time. Liverpool 2, Manchester United 0. We already were Premier League champions, but now we have done it in the ultimate style, not losing at all. It's not really any sort of major news article for it, really. We're getting loads of money, which will help pay off 19 million in the bank. The board spending 170 million is a disaster, which we will hopefully not have to deal with over the summer. But yeah, there we are. Let's have a look at the table. I feel like there should be more fanfare. Well, there we are, champions. 26 wins, 12 draws, which nearly cost us a little bit. No defeats. We win the league. 80 goals scored. A 62 goal difference is not too bad. 90 points, undefeated, no defeats. Excellent stuff. Man United have to settle for second. Spurs in third. City just scrape into fourth on the final day of the season. Leicester losing, so it will be the Europa League for them, but no shame in that. Bournemouth getting into Euro Cup 2, at least temporarily. That might change, but they're both going to be in Europe, and that is good to see. Watford, Everton, Newcastle round out the top 9. Arsenal down in 10th. Chelsea down in 12th. Shocking times from both of them. And of course, Derby, Crystal Palace and Cardiff, as we already saw, going down. Oh, there we go. It is at least going to acknowledge it. Liverpool complete invincible season. The pick of the games was apparently the game we just played, which, I mean, it was a good one to win, I suppose. It was a good one to win. But that was also, because it stretches back to last season, that is 50 games unbeaten, which is a new Premier League record, I believe, taking Arsenal's record that they had after their season. So, yeah, excellent stuff. 50 games unbeaten in the league, and going unbeaten all season is pretty special. And there we go. Plazari wins Golden Glove for Man United. Alisson finishes second, even though I dropped him. I think Dewhurst would probably have won if we played him all season, but there we go. We get Manager of the Year again. That is our third time winning that. Yes, because we won it at Leicester as well. Great to see. And Team of the Year, dominating that one, as you would expect. The entire defence is in there. And then large sections of the midfield, Richard and Vujovic. Salvador in there too. Colin not in there, which is a shame. But no, actually, to be honest, we didn't actually. Let's just have a look at the top goal scorer, because, yes, Paulo Felicio winning the Golden Boot. Thiago Dani, our Brazil striker, getting second. The best we can do is equal fourth. Vujovic and Nicholson on 16 each, which is not bad at all. We'll see what happens. Let's just try and win the FA Cup and the Champions League. But there we are. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed our invincible season. I didn't think it was going to happen. I thought at some point we'd end up losing at least one game in some annoying way, but we didn't. And that's, I think, a testament to the amazing team that we have been able to assemble in our time here. Leave a like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, and I will see you next time for those two big finals.